What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time we finished up at the Allabbasid embassy, where we discovered that the statue was actually the Baba Lee statue that was swapped because based on Manny Cochin's fingerprints on the base of the statue. So we're out here inspecting the stage where we spoke to Ambassador Polano, who already realized that the Switch statues were fake. Oh, hold on a minute. You're not going back to the Allabbasid already, are you? No, not yet. I still need to gather a bit more information first. But that's pretty much what we're doing now. And I can't seem to go into either embassy. I just need to figure out what to inspect. Just looking at these scaffolds makes me want to climb them. I recommend that you do not try. There was a fire burning here until not too long ago. But I think enough time has passed, so it should be alright. Thief Child says, if there is a height to be scaled, then scale it you must. Starting from Thief Child, would you care to explain what you just said? What are we missing here? I could talk to Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth! You look like you're enjoying yourself, Detective. Well, I don't have much else that I enjoy as much as good investigation, sir. So, what did you find out? Ah, well. I take it he's found nothing of any particular use. As usual. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I got something real interesting from Ambassador Polano. And what is this something interesting? This, sir. Ooh, that's so pretty. I'm so jealous. That's a real treasure there. It's like a kryptonite lantern. Why does the flame burn green, Detective? Some sort of chemical reaction? So apparently if you burn the special wit crystal oil that they only make in Babal, let's try and remember that. Wit crystal oil, only made in Babal. Oh, got it. It burns this green color, sir. Interesting. So it's a special property of the oil. I suppose this is a ploy to force people to visit Babal should the oil run out. Hey, Gummy, what about these silhouettes? They stuck some cutouts on the outside of the lantern so it'd project the images. Oh? Silhouettes, huh? They are rather pretty, aren't they? Wait, what am I doing? I was supposed to be asking for an update on the investigation. What's wrong, sir? There's something I want you to investigate for me. Do you think you could do that much? Uh-huh. You got it, sir. That's not fair. Why is Gummy getting to do all the fun stuff? Ah, well, that's because I'm Mr. Edgeworth's partner. I can't believe you took advantage of the confusion and stole my role as assistant. I expect the two of you to get along and work together like professionals on this. Oh, are we done? Where are you going? Are you heading back to Allabbasid? Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what's happened. Oh, I see. So there's been a murder in both countries using an object from the other country. That's the gist of it. Babal is just as strict as Allabbasid in their inspection of the people and things that enter their country. Meaning that somehow, both murder weapons were smuggled into the two countries. That's the only logical conclusion that can be drawn. Perhaps the key to the weapon smuggling is the person who traversed both countries. You mean the fake Yatagarasu? In one way or another, Yatagarasu is connected. Of this I am sure. Now then, where was the Yatagarasu first spotted? I believe it was the Rose Garden on the Allabbasid side of the embassy. The garden is just on the other side of this boundary. It's where Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight. At least, that's where I heard the Yatagarasu had appeared. In that case, I believe it's vital that I investigate the Rose Garden post-haste. Wait, before you go, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. What is it? My guess is that it's a guitar pick. I picked it up just now over there. Do you think it'll be of any use? Well, there is the Jammin' Ninja. There's a little water on it, but how did the water get on it? It doesn't look like there's anything it could get wet from around here. I was thinking they have concerts here at this open air stage from time to time, right? Alright, I'll find its owner later. Jammin' Ninja Man! There's one more thing. Mr. Edgeworth, would you be willing to hold on to this? Use perfume! Oh, we already know it. Okay, misuse perfume. It's the bottle that woman left behind, and that I found 7 years ago. I thought that one day it'd be of some use in tracking her down. So I kept it safe all this time. Thank you. I'd be honored to hold on to it for you. Boop, 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 boop. So we're going to Allabbasid. There it is. Now, let's see. I didn't forget what, Siberia said. I'll talk to the neutral people, even though... Where's everyone? We saw the show just beyond these doors, but it's been quite a number of hours now. Mr. Edgeworth, have I ever told you that you can talk like an old fogey? I was merely reminiscing. Is that such a crime? Welcome back, Mr. Edgeworth. Please accept these courtesy of Ambassador Poleno. More coupons! I appreciate the sentiment, however, I must decline. Oh, come on. You might as well take them since he was nice enough to offer. Thank you, and I hope you will visit our embassy's cafeteria to redeem them. It appears that Ambassador Poleno isn't the only one adamantly handing these out. Alright, let's go talk to the other guard. Oh no! Oh well. I think I'll be returning to the investigation at Allabbasid now, but... I know. I'll go back to Babal and do some more investigating there. Ah, the rose garden, right. Well, there's your source of water. I see you're back, Miles Edgeworth. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I felt it in my body. My blood was boiling. How are things in Babal? Although I can't really say I expect much from Scruffy and that girl. The investigation into Manny Koten's death hasn't really progressed any. But the investigation into the Yatagarasu has. Ah, yes, the Yatagarasu. Even now, I find it hard to believe. A person who can freely traverse between the two countries at will? Preposterous! Well, that's what I came here to investigate. I heard that this is where witnesses claim to have seen the Yatagarasu. That's correct. Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight here in Allabbasid. And that's when the Yatagarasu appeared. The shadow of the mysterious thief appeared, and just as suddenly it vanished. Well, we now can surmise that the shadow was fake because it was created using the lantern. Aha! After that, there was the fire at the Babalese embassy that the Yatagarasu started. I vow that not a single feather from the Yatagarasu shall escape my diligence. Alright. So this is where the Ambassador Alba was to give his speech. The stage was set up nicely, but where was the audience supposed to sit? Perhaps they were supposed to sit around the edge of the pool. That's such poor planning, if there was no place other than a spot or two by the pool. They really should have made seating arrangements, like how the gallery is set up in the court. Indeed, you can sense that consideration for the viewers was taken with those. So in the end, the speaker and his audience were to stand the whole time, huh? Yes. Although I suspect the audience would have liked to sit down after a while. I can't... I suppose Ambassador Alba sat in this chair? Ambassador Alba is very elderly. The chair was prepared for him should he have gotten tired during his speech. In that case, why didn't he plan to make his speech sitting down in the first place? The ambassador is also quite prideful, that's why. He sounds like my old principal from grade school, who would speak at assemblies. Let's see here. This statue bears a resemblance to the Prima Duck statue. The plaque says, King Prima Dux in the battlefield. In order to save the queen, King Prima Dux put his life on the line and went to war. So Prima Dux was actually a person of royal blood. I thought he was simply someone imitating a character from an ancient legend. Well, what surprises me is that a real person who looked like the Steel Samurai existed. I suppose there's that too. There's an overturned spotlight here. When the Yatagarasu appeared, the audience that was waiting for the speech to start panicked. I suppose that's when someone must have knocked it over. I'm having a tough time visualizing the mass confusion that took place here. I thought to use my whip to capture the Yatagarasu. However, there were people in my way and I was unable to land even a single lash. I suppose this means that some other poor saps were hit instead. These are some beautiful roses here. They appear to be well maintained. You're being too nice, Miles Edgeworth. The arrangement is devoid of any design sense. Roses only truly shine when they are grouped by color. One color per location. They lose their beauty when they're all mixed together like this. I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not. On second thought, there's a rather serious look on her face. I'd better leave it be. They should really rethink the proper balance of these roses. Of all the people to comment on the proper balance of things. There are roses scattered on the surface of the water, creating a pleasant fragrance. It's not just for aesthetics. This pool's water is also used in putting out fires. I see. Oh? The pool stopped filling itself automatically. The fountain spouts are set to stay open until the pool's water reaches a certain level. If this water is used to put out fires, I suppose it must be refilled to its normal level. Which suggests that this pool was recently used somehow in this embassy. I guess I'll take some notes about it just in case. Alright. Oh, butts. Oh, butts. Ooh-ah! Ooh-ah! How dare you surprise me like that? I'm sorry. Edgy, thanks for what you did back there. Your gratitude alone is enough. More importantly, Larry, this pool is not for your personal enjoyment. I know that. Do you really think that I'm the type to just jump into a pool and swim around for fun? Objection! Did he lose his pick? Alright then, did you by any chance fall into the pool? Nice guess, but no dice. So you know my son, right, Edgy? Your son? I guess I kinda lost sight of him when I shook hands with the ambassador. And I'm pretty sure he was around here when I last saw him! He's referring to the Steel Samurai's son. You imbecile! How could you be so flippant at a time like this? What are you going to do if your son fell to the pool? And how old is this child of yours anyway? Huh? Oh, how old is he again? Hold it! Larry, this is the first I've heard of a son. Who exactly is the mother? The mother? Oh, that chick. The pink princess. Pink princess? Miss Von Karma. I was a bit confused by this man's words for a bit there. But I believe what he's looking for is the doll of the Iron Infant. Yep, because I'm the Steel Samurai through and through, heart and soul. And the Iron Infant is my cute little son. You have given a whole new meaning to the phrase, an astounding fool. Larry, we have not seen hide nor hair of the Iron Infant. But rest assured that if we should find him, we'll let you know. Now get out of there. Sounds good. In that case, I'll go search over there. Wait! Well, it's not as if he'll get very far swimming around in that pool. And though he's unrelated to the murders, he sure knows how to cause a lot of trouble. A statue of a woman. I wonder if the lady is pouring water. It says that it's a statue of the queen who spoke of love to King Primadux. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it seems that you are lousy at reading a woman's heart. I opened my mouth about a statue and she somehow made the leap to that. Is this the same dialogue? Yeah, it is. Okay. Is it possible that the Yatagarasu hid in these bushes? Of course not! They're rose bushes! You've been spending so much time with Scruffy and that girl, they're rubbing off on you. But it's alright. I'll wake you out of your stupor. Hurt me more, Snake. Now, the next time you feel like sleep talking, remember that I'll whip you for real. All I tried to do was offer up a possibility, and this is what I get? Hey. Have you finished checking out all the bystanders? Yes, sir. And we found 14 counts of pickpocketing, 16 counts of illegal parking, and 1 person ran a light, sir. Don't tell me you didn't find out anything related to the case. Not a single thing, sir. Well, for now, let's just get those other lawbreakers down to the precinct. That's amazing. He's gonna arrest over 30 people in just like that. Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor, I would just like to thank you for your assistance earlier. Make no mistake, it's not like I was trying to help you with what I did. After I left, did you receive word from Ambassador Alba? We're to wrap up our bodyguard assignment at the end of today. Oddly enough, we received word from HQ to return home of an urgent matter. As if I could be so easily called away from this case after I've come this far. I swear that I'll find the truth and drag it out screaming into the light. You're with me on that, right, Mr. P? You were working as Ambassador Alba's bodyguard at that time. So naturally, you witnessed when the Yatagarasu appeared, correct? Yeah, I saw the thief all right, with my own 2 eyes. The Yatagarasu was always there, lurking in the shadows. But when the spotlights were turned on for Ambassador Alba's speech, a shadow appeared. Oh, this new juice I'm drinking, it's like a lemonade, and lemonade always gets my throat all weird. Ugh. That's when cries of "It's the Yatagarasu" rang out. The next second, the spotlight went out. And by the time we got the area lit again, the deft thief had vanished. When we investigated afterwards, we found that the reason the lights went out was because someone had unplugged the extension plug for all the outdoor electronics. Whether it was someone doing it on purpose, or simply a guest who had tripped over it, we don't know. But one thing is for certain, the Yatagarasu was here. So you're saying that basically all you saw was the thief's silhouette? Yes.
Objection!
If all you saw was a shadow, then it's entirely possible that the shadow belonged to someone else. Ha! Good thinking, sis. You just might be right. If it weren't for the fact that there was no one else with the same shape. Not among the staff or the audience members. My men have already done a thorough check of everyone, so I know I'm right. Someone else's shadow? That sounds like a plausible hypothesis. The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. I believe I figured out its true origin. I expected no less from my subordinate. Now, let's hear what you know on the subject. What really cast the shadow? The spotlight. Oh, I can move. Okay, hold on. Push Y? There it is. The spotlight. I hope this is right.
Take that!
Francisca, if you could take a look at this, don't you find it to be a little suspicious? Not at all. Oh no! Oh no! If I make too many mistakes, I'm out! For you see, I was merely testing you just now! Oh no. This is bad. My health is too low. I need a reset. I guess Francisca just couldn't understand my point. I need to think this through again. There really is only one thing that could explain how it was cast. Oh, I see what they're trying to say. What actually, not the light source, but what cast the shadow? It's probably this thing, right? Hold on, let me see here. What has that sort of shape, though? Let me see. Could it be this statue? Oh, I can risk it. Oh, this is bad. Is it the stand? No, it's not the stand. Because you can see in the picture above that the shadow is on the stand too.
Take that!
Yes! The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. Is it not possible that it was created by this statue?
Objection!
Are you playing me for a fool, Miles Edgeworth? This statue bears absolutely no resemblance to the shadow of the Yatagarasu. You are correct. However, this statue is but one part of the whole picture. What do you mean by only one part? What is the other part of the real form of the Yatagarasu shadow? Could it be the light? Oh!
Take that!
Both statues. It's another statue? The Yatagarasu shadow was made from the shadows of these two statues. What do you mean by that? Right now, the spotlights are all over the place. This is because they were moved when the guests were in a panicked state. If we were to restore the lights to where they were when the thief appeared, you believe that the two shadows will create the Yatagarasu's shadow. Precisely. Now then, watch as I reveal the true form of the Yatagarasu. First, if we set up a spotlight to cast a shadow of King Primadux in the battlefield. The shadow of the king statue would appear on the backdrop of the stage. Likewise, if we set a light up on the queen who spoke of the love to King Primadux, her silhouette would also appear on the backdrop to the stage. Aha! So if we were to combine the two statues, it looks nothing like the Yatagarasu shadow. Miles Edgeworth, how do you explain this grotesque shape? Calm down, Francisca. The way the light needs to be shown on the queen statue is wrong. What do you mean by that? I believe that the whole of the king's shadow needs to be used for this work. In the case of the queen, I don't believe her whole shadow is needed. Rather, the person who created the shadow only used one part of her shadow. Yes, and that one part alone is enough to fill the rest of the Yatagarasu's shadow. Why did you say that in the first place? You're right, I apologize. What part of the queen statue was used to complete the Yatagarasu shadow? Her fingers?
Take that!
Think back to what is missing in our shadow. 5 long, thin areas, correct? Now, what does that remind you of? Ah! That's right. It can only be the shadow of the queen's left hand. Francisca, can we please adjust the spotlight's position so that it only shines on the queen's left hand? Alright, let's give it a try and see what we get. This is exactly like the shadow that I saw. The culprit must have changed the spotlight's position beforehand. And now that we've revealed the source of the shadow, let's go ahead and end this video here. So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!